to get that milestone and that close. Coleman looking for Farabee again up the middle and back down. 3:35 left. And the Flames off the near wall. Coleman will fake it in. And Brent Clark gets it. No race ahead. Nice play on the one. Drop pass Armia. Shoots it. Off a stick and wide. And around to Cece. Part of Rick Gugelin comes in for the Kings. No ball. But walked all over him. Keep it on the goaltender. Got hit by Cece. Number more working low. And broken up by the Flames. Weave to center ice. And by Wilson. Then Armia runs right over Sudia. And it triples back to the Calgary line with 2:40 left.
Dugats.
When DJ Smith elects to yank the goaltender. Well, the Kings are trailing, but they didn't just nail this one in. I mean, after two periods, slot driving plays, the Kings had 20, the Flames only 5. They told the difference here. 20. Big save before that board. It was wide open. They're coming from behind there.
Skakel in the house.
For 2 just because of the way he's ended the season. And he heads off to the extra man of fear. That's it. The bully here. Down by 1. Back to Clark. Now Panarin. Clark. To the middle for Kempe. On to Byfield. Now Panarin. Laferriere back to the goal. Kopitar's in front. Then the Laferriere block. Good stick by Backlund. Keeps Keane alive. Kempe. Here comes Clark. Shoots it. And then made a big Kopitar wing line. Kempe. Goes wide. Right Clark. And it skates in. Kempe with a great stick. And we're Stamets down at Backlund. And he'll chip the sticker. Well, take on the Laferriere. And the Kings tied with 1:19 to go. You know, all this pressure, the Kings trying to get something clean.
What's up? Skakel in the house, baby. We are live, baby. Watching the Kings. Looks like they're going to end up playing the Colorado Avalanche. Ooh. I don't know about that. But you got to play who you play, so. There you go. Excuse me.
The number 1 guy so far. There's Ryan Husker. Again, we chatted this morning. They're not happy. Disappointed. Adam Lowry on the right of him right now.
That's Dave Lowry.
They stayed with us after the game at our post-game show. We're hoping to chat with Drew Doughty.
Good bro, looking brisk.
So after the timeout, they put Forsberg back in because the face-off is at center ice.
Earl Skakel live in the house. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We be chilling right now. This is Los Angeles, California, baby.
Sets up shop. Back to Kempe. Now Panarin. Kempe again. Break it up. Under a minute left.
Yes, druggies. No, I don't do the uncle stuff in here, baby.
Rips it in. And Farabee will get his 20th.
Well, the Kings will be playing the Colorado Avalanche.
But this one here, the Kings, after the initial point with Olton, the Kings never really did have a chance. They had a chance with Clark. The last two or three, it just wasn't there. And then you see Fairbanks.
What up, everyone? What up? We be chilling right now.
Even though he didn't get the red line.
It is a zombie apocalypse.
His third 20-goal season.
This is my home. What's up, Hugo?
So the Kings are going to end the regular season with their first regulation loss in 9 games. So the Kings up together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Spencer Pratt can help this. He can barely help himself. Shit. Skid Row, California, baby. Stuga.
It's a long shot, of course, because of the Colorado President's Trophy. You have your chance, you get your chance, and you take your chance. So Ford back in goal after the empty net goal by Fairby.
What
Ladies and carries the ball back to the goal. And the cut by Lee was off.
100% Keith.
Just thinking out in the back of my mind to the acquisition of Scott Luck. Because you have Kopitar as a center, but you have Byfield as a fixture. Keep in mind, in Colorado, you have McKinnon.
LAPD call this the box.
Position that should help in that area a little bit. 9 runs out. And the end of the regular season, and how about this 12-year-old Russian goaltender's first start was 3. And the Flames win 3-1. And here's the difference. Here's the difference. Kopitar receives a handshake from the referee.
The comedy store is not surrounded by homeless at all.
Finishes career not the way he wanted.
It never really has been.
And there it is there, the captains. Back that leads the line across. And I can't imagine how many games and face-offs they've taken against each other over the years. Some of the younger players on the Calgary Flames able to express. I won't mention it for the 8th time tonight.
Well, you'd have to specify the area. I mean, Sunset has homeless like maybe 2-3 miles east of it for sure.
Andrei Kopitar gets a chance. He gets a chance to go into the postseason. Regular season game number 1,521. And he played it like it was a game 7, Jim. Just the same, consistent, excellent style. All 3 zones. Has great chances. His family watching tonight. And now it's on to the stage.
Well, I don't think Rogan ever hung out on Sunset and La Brea, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. You know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, the freaks are out tonight, man. Yeah, that really is the missing link. Now we'll go to Kensington later on, but I know it is sad to watch, but that's why I'm filming it, to expose it. I apologize to some of you who watch my stream a lot. You hear me say this shit. This is, in Los Angeles alone, we paid hundreds of millions of dollars for, excuse me, where's it gone? This is what my taxpayer, and, a lot of people go, you're just mad because you wasted money, paying taxes for this. Well, yeah, I am mad. That's why I'm showing it. Yeah, I'm a stand-up comic, but, like, I also wanna have a conscience socially, but, it is what it is. I mean, I don't think anyone prefers to live like this, like, wiping their ass with a LA Times newspaper. I do think there are some people like that. Yeah, Honey Boo Boo, I agree with you. How the hell do we have 123 people in here and less than 20 likes? I don't understand that. I don't ask you guys for money. I mean, I take the money if you give it, but like, I don't ask for it. And, let's just have a good time in here tonight. I mean, I know it's a sensitive subject matter, and I get a lot of fucking haters coming in here. Oh, you're making fun of the homeless. I'm really not. I mean, have I done it in the past? Yeah, I guess I have maybe made a joke here and there to lighten the mood, but for the most part, I'm doing this to I don't think this is hateful content though. But if you do, speak your mind. Speak your mind. Well, I mean, you're out of control, comedy mothership. You're out of control, bro. I know. I hear you, Blue Nose. I hear you. It's like, if we hit it, are we supporting homelessness? Not really. I'm not supporting homeless. What up, Golden? I mean, this is life. This is reality. This is the real fucking world. Not Pam Anderson with her big fake tits running across the beach. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. I would say probably at least 30%. I mean, like I said, I don't think anyone likes living on the street. Well, then leave the stream, Power of One, if you don't like it. Like, no offense, but I don't want anyone here who doesn't want to be here, to be frank. Yeah, we could, but I mean, the problem with all these relief organizations is nobody knows where the money truly goes. I don't. Skid Row, baby. Dr. Nova in the house. Finally, a voice of reason, along with the great Kip Smith. We got some old schoolers in here. Let's just be cool. Everyone get along, like Rodney King said. Can't we all just get along? What this country has become is beholden to the politicians. Yo, 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 yo. What up, Zach? The chicken man is always lurking. The one thing I know about the chicken man is he's always in the house. He might be here under an assumed name. You never know with the chicken man. Well, this is the worst protest I've ever seen. Shit. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Southside Johnny. Unfortunately. I'm going to quit stand up comedy and become a tent salesman. I know. I pay for this fucking stream. The chicken man is always in the house. Yeah, I don't understand that whole. I almost threw up watching a recap of Hackmania. Yeah, they're lined up to do Kill Tony. Thank you, Comedy Mothership. You know, my comedy's not for everybody, frankly. But, I do my best. I personally have not, Ryan. So, I have not. But, I'm wondering what's being sold out of that truck. Probably clothes or something. Fentent will pick up. Trust me on that one. It will. Business will pick up in the Fentent. So, what up, Tube Foolery? To my knowledge, no. Yes, this is Los Angeles, California. Yes, this is off a city camera that's taxpayer funded. And I am a Los Angeles taxpayer. So I don't mind streaming it. Trust me on that one. I can sleep at night, babies. I was born a poor black man. What the fuck? Well, I don't think this is entertainment. I'm doing this to expose the corruption in the government that took hundreds of millions of dollars. I do live close to the area. We pay for everything out here in California. Well, you got to feel bad for the dog. I mean, shit, the dog could do better off just wandering around. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't associate myself with Joey Catalano. I mean, I met him at the first Hackmania. He was a nice enough guy, I suppose, but he's looking for his Dabbleverse 15 minutes of fame. Yes, earlskakel.com is up and running. We will get it going week to week. And yes, the Newport Quadfathers. I literally almost threw up when I was hearing about that guy Granny having sex with a transgender woman. I literally almost threw up. Talking about there was doo doo on his you know what. It's like, come on, man. I mean, out of control. I'm almost happy I didn't get invited to Hackmania. you know. No, no, I mean earlskakel.com is coming. Coming soon. I mean, I don't, that was like right out of a Howard Stern Whack Pack thing. I'm not kidding. I was watching it because I listen to all the Dabbleverse things when I'm going to sleep. It helps put me to sleep. Just like white noise, and I had to turn it off. I don't know who he is. No, I don't need permission, to be honest. It's a public stream that my taxes pay for. So thank you. This is a public street too. So um who said I like watching it? I'll do it until the corruption has been exposed and these streets are clean and these people are healthy. And don't worry about it. If you guys don't like me watching this, exposing it, watch someone else's stream. Watch Perry Caravello with doo-doo and pee-pee stains on his shorts. If that's better entertainment for you, have at it. Thank you, Cat Branchman. PCL Live. Enjoy that crew. Yeah, why do you think Joe Rogan went to Austin? Not necessarily because of the homeless, but who the fuck would want to? I mean, in California, we're taxed on our taxes. Yeah, Power of One. I've probably donated this year alone $10,000 to homeless charities. I've probably given $20,000 in clothing, and I've bought, maybe not a ton of food for them, but food. I'd love to know what you've done. You seem to be all high and mighty. I guarantee you, I've done more for the homeless than you have. So thank you. I appreciate your indulgence. Good evening. What? No, Moses, you got it wrong. I don't take shit from people. Like I understand people don't think I'm funny, or some people don't think I'm funny, or whatever. So change the channel. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying them. You're gonna come at me on my own stream. I just don't sit there and take it, baby. Uh, that's not to say. When people ask me, "Well, what have you done to help the homeless?" I tell them and I call them out. Well, what have you done? Now I could just be making these numbers up. Oh, I gave $10,000. I, I could oh, he's lying. He didn't do that. But I can assure you, I've done it. So, oh, Power One, why don't you just leave the stream? You asked me a question. I answered it. And now you're like, you're lying. I literally, every night not every night this year, but like, I would say maybe at least once a month, I will put clothing that I don't wear anymore into my trunk and I will drive around the city. And if I see a homeless person cold, I will give them a jacket. And usually that jacket costs more than you make in a month. Trust me on that one. But you'll just come into someone's stream and complain because that's all you do is complain. You don't do shit. I've done a half-hour stream for $0. What grift do you think I'm running here? What do you do for the homeless? I'll guess nothing. Shit. Because I like wearing nice clothes. Oh boy, you're really powerful in my stream. You're not doing anything. You're just the type of person that complains. That's all you are. That's all you'll ever be. You're just a troll. There's not a day that ends in Y where I wish I was ever you. Well, I don't have a place in my condo to have a homeless person live, but you know. Oh, sweet. That's sweet, Keith. I'm not. I don't tell anyone to leave. I tell them to leave if they don't like what they see or what I say. You're not gonna. I'm not saying you, Moses, but No one's going to come in my stream and tell me how to act. I'm not saying you, Moses, but start your own stream and talk about what you want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about. So I'll talk about it. This is a CCCTV. It's a publicly funded, taxpayer paid by the taxpayers of Los Angeles. Yeah, go watch Brian Callen. Go watch the guy who, assaults women. That's probably more up your speed. The fuck? How am I the bad guy here? This is unbelievable. But you notice I let everyone talk. I don't block anyone. I don't mute anyone. I let you say your piece. I know you're the Earl Army, baby. But power of one. I mean, I'm talking to you in a civil tone. I've been doing this for a half hour. I've made $0. $0. What grift do you think I'm running? I live in Los Angeles. And I'm sick of the fucking politicians. I don't know where you live, but Tom Steyer's a rich guy. He talks about how he's going to help the homeless. And then the other, Eric Swalwell, I'm going to help the homeless. And then he just got taken off the campaign for allegedly having sexual relationship with 4 women he shouldn't have, i.e. grape. And, this is the real look of my city. This is where the money goes. This is where the hundreds of millions of dollars have gone. Right here. Nowhere near this place. So you can hate me all you want. You can call me a loser or whatever. I'm not trying to raise money for the homeless. I never said that. I'm trying to raise. Why don't you put some effort in? I mean, all you're doing is complaining. Like, you put some effort in. You don't know what I've done to help the homeless, and I don't know what you've done to help the homeless. RFK is out of control. I mean, RFK is a freak, man. I mean, and let's not forget, he reached out, but once again, I've said it to you 3 times and you can't come up with the answer. I've made $0 on this. I never said I was raising money for the homeless. Have I asked for money once in 30 minutes? Nope. So RFK was reaching out to Kamala before he reached out to Trump. So he goes where the wind goes. So I'm not really impressed by RFK. I mean, that's the truth, though. He literally reached out to Kamala. But Moses, I'm not asking you to shut up. And I talked to everyone who sits there, and actually I have. I told my undercover cop friend, I'm like, hey, listen, I do a live. Now you're gonna think I'm lying, but one of the great things about stand-up comedy, it's given me the opportunity to meet people from all walks of life. And I've become friendly with a downtown LA sheriff. That's where he's stationed. He works out of the Twin Towers, which is the big jail downtown. And I say, bro, I watch a stream every night on 6th and San Julian. It's an open air drug market. And he told me they do what they can. This area to the LAPD is called the box. I don't know why they call it that. And he also told me how they sell and deal the drugs. Like that tent right there is the fent tent. That tent right there. And what they do is they wad up the drugs. So you see that trash on the street, there's drugs in that trash. So when they get raided by undercover cops, they say, hey, I don't have any drugs in this tent. So I had done it. And the other night, a member, not myself, but a member, there was a young girl about right there. She looked to be maybe about 18, 19. Hard to say how old she was. Being accosted by these 2 people who looked like they were not homeless. They were clearly trying to take advantage of her. and I had someone in the chat take a screenshot and call the LAPD. Now, I don't know what happened, so I can sleep at night doing this. So, I don't know what more you want out of me. I'm really not speaking about a conspiracy theory. What do you think this is? The Art Bell channel? Deep, 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 do 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 do. Well, I don't know if it saved a life. I mean, I don't know what the end result was, but I will say this: the girl hasn't been on the stream since. What is it? See, there we go. I can talk music too. I don't like Coachella because it's not the music I listen to. So I don't listen to the Strokes. I don't listen to Lady Gaga. I don't listen to. I mean, I worked with Tyler the Creator. Um, you know, I wish they had more metal bands. I liked it when they had Motorhead headline one year, and that was probably just to drive the audience out. So I'm the wrong person to ask about Coachella. I'm sipping on water, baby. I'm straight edge. I drink water. I mean, I do like Nine Inch Nails, but I don't know. Like I've seen them once in concert at the Palladium, and I do like how they always pay tribute to Gary Newman. The guy who sings "Here in My Cars." I love Art Bell. Um, yes, this is live on YouTube, and it's a public camera that the taxpayers have paid for. This is a public street, so it's not like I'm doing anything illegal. I really am trying to expose the corruption. So, Earl the Slasher Skakel, what are you watching Cobra right now? Hey, let's get to 100 likes. I don't ask for money, but I do ask for likes. Oh, you mean, yeah, Coachella's live. Yeah, but I don't think I could stream it because, I don't have that music copywritten. So why are you still in California? Because, well, I mean, power of one, I didn't say the government caused homelessness, but they've taken in California alone. I can't speak for the country. In California alone, donations have been hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, my one friend says billions. I don't know if I believe that, but let's just say 500 million. $500 million has gone to homeless outreach programs. And I want to know where the money is because it's not just here, it's the other side of the street. Not as bad, but where's the money? Somewhere out there, there's $500 million that's gone somewhere else. So, well, I don't think it's any one thing. I think it's personal issues. I think it's government issues. Where's the money gone? You know? And yeah, you're not going to save every homeless person, you know? There's some that don't want help and they're too far down the hole, but there are some who genuinely need help. Like the young girl in the stream. Um, yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think you can group them into one shot. Some of them are military vets who came back from I almost said Vietnam, but who came back from Iraq, and there was actually another one. He was in Santa Monica, not down here, but Matt Johnson. He was a hockey player, NHL hockey player in the 1990s. He was a tough guy, which he was a fighter, and what up, SC, and he had concussion issues. He retired and he just fucking was a lost soul, and he ended up being homeless in Santa Monica. Now, this is a guy who probably made $1 million a year. And, I don't know what the end result with him was. I think they found him and got him off the street, his family. But, it's people like him. This is a guy who was an NHL player, probably had no job training, and was a lost soul after he retired. So, um, you know, yes, boobs. I'll agree with that. I don't think you can like pigeonhole it. It's mentally ill people. Yeah, it is mentally ill people. It's people who are lost souls, like Matt Johnson. It's people like that girl in the stream the other night who probably, and this is where I could speak. I've seen a million actresses come out here. They come out here from Idaho. They're the hottest girl in Idaho. They come out here and they realize, oh, every other hot girl in the country is out here too. So they either end up stripping or in porn or homeless or all three. So, you know, but I never said the government caused it, but they're not solving it. And I want to know where that money went. $500 million was earmarked to help these people. And where is it? I mean, I got to watch that match tonight, Kip. So, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was cool because he's from Seattle. He literally started his wrestling career 10 miles down the road from where it was. Um, and Well, I mean, in my mind, I think, okay, I've driven to Vegas a million times for comedy gigs. There are those gigantic, I mean, like thousands of acres off the 15. And, I don't know how, well, he might be doing a movie. Uh, um, in my mind, this is probably a bit Pollyanna for me to think that this is actually doable. But, what if you built like a super Walmart size building? And in it, you clean them up, you feed them, you sleep, give them sleeping cots or whatever. You give them medicines for their various illnesses. You give them job training, and you send them out into the real fucking world. And yeah, some are going to go back on the streets because it's what they know. But you're going to save a lot of people. You're not going to be able to save everyone, but you can save a lot of them. So you don't have full streets like this. This is only one street in Los Angeles. So I mean, we can joke around and like, yeah, I'm a comic, but I also like to fucking take on social issues from time to time. And this means a lot to me. So that's why I do the stream. I don't do it to make fun of these people. I don't do it to, I'm certainly not benefiting from doing this stream financially. So, well, I mean, I think, yeah, it's never going to work for some people, but I do think, um, it can work. You just got to try and save as many people as you can, you know. So I mean, a lot homelessness is a lot like prison, So I have a friend of mine who's in and out of prison. Oh, I was doing a shirtless comedy long before Bert. I mean, I just was. That's not me hating on Bert, but but it's also something I don't know if I want to take credit for. Um, I have a friend of mine who's in and out of prison, and he straight up told me the last time I saw him, I like it better in prison. It's a structure for me. It's 3 square meals a day. I can get drugs in there. He said the only thing you can't get really is to get laid by a woman, but even that you can get, if there's a female prison guard. Some of those girls are on the take. But you know, so I understand some people are, I mean, being homeless, if you're selling drugs and homeless, it's all cash business. You don't have to pay taxes. It's not how I would want to live, but I kind of get it. We'll go about another 20 minutes, guys. So let's hit the like and subscribe button, pretty please. I mean, I mean, me and Brody probably started doing comedy at the same time, but no, Bert took his shirtless act from me. Now I'm kind of kidding when I say that, but I mean, I was doing shirtless comedy in like 2004. When I was bombing and I wasn't funny enough to get the crowd back, I was like, fuck it, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll take my shirt off. You know, his baseball days, not too often. I mean, he would reference it in his act, but I don't recall him really doing a deep dive on his baseball career. I mean, we always got along because, I went to high school with Jack McDowell, so um, and excuse me, that was right around Brody's era, I think. For those of you not knowing, I went to Notre Dame High, and when I was a freshman, Jack McDowell was a senior. I actually took eighth grade basketball class. Yeah, but Oren, I'm just I was raised to care, to be honest with you. So I mean, this is Gavin Newsom's, and people tell me all the time, Earl, you can't blame one person. You can't blame Gavin Newsom or Karen Bass. What up? What up? But they're the coach of the team, and you know what? When the team's losing, you blame the coach. LA is losing. California is losing under the leadership of Pelosi, Newsom, Karen Bass. And I'm not even saying it would be better under a Republican, to be honest with you. But, I don't know necessarily what the solution is, but this ain't it. What we're doing right now ain't it. Well, bro, you're from Russia. It's not like you can say Russia's like the queen bee of living conditions. I mean, really, Russia's really not in a place to sit there and lecture us in California. Yikes. 100% there, Moses. I'll agree with you there. Fuck yeah. There was a person in here, Kip from Russia. I could tell by their name. He was saying that we are a shitty country or a shitty city. It's like, really? Yeah, really? Like someone from Russia? It's like Ralphie May criticizing someone for being fat. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. What up? What up? Earl Skakel live in the house Thursday nights. The LA Kings lost to the Calgary Flames, so they will play the Colorado Avalanche. No, Russia's not going to teach America anything other than how to kill our political opponents. Yeah, Vancouver is pretty grungy. I went to Vancouver a few times with Rob Schneider, and what's that one street that's real popular? Not Sixth Street. That's Austin. Um, it was pretty grungy. A lot of homeless. There's some hot babes too. Fuck yeah. I mean, Russia's not really one to lecture California about living conditions. But as Karmic X would say, I digress. Grand, but no, it was. I remember I went to some club, Avalon or something. Me and Rob played Victoria Island. We also did Vancouver. I don't know. Maybe it was a theater, the Avalon Theater. Uh, all good news. I don't drink. I'm straight edge, baby. Uh, yeah, I mean, really. I mean, I love having people in here from Russia, but come on now. Let's be cool. Everyone be cool. What up, Ashley Cummings Yoga in the fucking building? I mean, this isn't my home, but thank you. We're gonna call you Putin. We're gonna call you Pooty Poot. Yes, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then follow Ashley Cummings. What up, Blue Velvet? East Texas in the house. Isn't that home of Randall Tex Cobb? Um, I mean, I've heard Rogan talk about homeless by the Comedy Store, but I don't see that. I mean, uh, I'm trying to make comedy great again, but yeah, I don't know about that, Mister TJ. I just got back from yoga. Thank you very much. Yes, the human punching bag who would kick anyone's ass in this stream. Tex Scott was actually a really good fighter. He just, he beat Ernie Shavers. He hung in there with many of the greats. What fucked Tex Cobb is he was supposed to fight Muhammad Ali, and then he broke his arm in a bar fight, and didn't get to complete that match. But um, you know, Tex Cobb on the Larry Holmes roast is my favorite roast of all time. I mean, dropping the N word in a room full of black people, and they fucking loved it. So, well, Bird Plant Fish, you better up the schedule to a few more visits because this is the real deal. Was Jeff Ross on that roast? I don't believe he was. It was for Larry Holmes, and it was Jerry Cooney. And yeah, that's my whole point, Ashley. I'm just trying to let people know this is the real Los Angeles. Jeff Ross. I think I'll see Jeff Ross tomorrow at the Alex Duong's memorial service. So, that should be interesting. See all this fuck see all these fucking losers who didn't know Alex Duong acting sad. Oh boy. I love you, Ashley. Oh, I'm sorry you have to go to downtown tomorrow. Be careful. But everyone support Ashley Cummins. She's a good one. I mean, this is a good reality TV show. I mean, you never know what's going to happen here. I'm gonna send you to the Joic Earl Skakel live at the Yeah, I will be there Saturday night. So I will be there. I think 12:15, closing out the main room, which is my usual gig. And the rule goes: anyone wants to come see me, let me in. That's all right. You can bring a dude. I mean, in another life we would have been a couple, but that's just the way the world works. You snooze, you lose, baby. Um, you know, I even think your sister had a bit of a crush on me way back in the day when she was like dating Ashley Hamilton, who I see quite frequently. Still a good looking dude. It's all right though. Earl Skakel live Thursday nights. Oh, I thought you meant bringing a dude to the Comedy Store. Because I am, Patrick. No, I'm not going to forgive him, but I'll be nice to him. I mean, I'll just say no problem. I mean, you don't understand, SC. There's nothing he can do that could make it right. Nothing. And that's fine. That's just who he is. I mean, you guys got to look into who he is. When he, on Alex Duong's GoFundMe, he donated $1,000, which listen, that's nice. I mean, he could have donated a lot more. He's a multimillionaire, and then he puts his name on the donation. I donated anonymously because I don't need people to go, "Oh, Earl donated. He's a good guy," and that's vintage Jeff. If you don't think that. Well, yeah, but dude, that's Jeff going, "See, look, I am a good guy. You're not." A good guy donates anonymously. They don't need the praise. Um, he might say, well, it's easy for him to say, "Let's get over it." He's the one who fucked me over 3 times. Not once, not twice, 3 times. So, that's I think um, you know, it's just, that's just the way I feel about it. Yeah, me and Sarah used to be really good friends, but her manager is Jeff's manager, so I'm pretty sure that's why we don't really talk anymore. I mean, if we see each other, we say hello, but like we used to be homies. So, that's just another a casualty, I guess you'd say, of me and Jeff not really liking each other. So um, you know, yeah, I mean, listen, I don't ask for money on here. But yeah, I mean, don't, memberships help. Gifted memberships help. So I mean, I'm really after subscriptions. I mean, that's what makes the algorithm, party go round and round. But and then I think my new super donor. I mean, Jeff Ross is just, oh shit, Tom Myers. Tom Myers, you're unhinged and out of control. I mean, Jeff Ross is like, that's the funny thing is me and him should be best friends. I mean, we're around the same age. We both love Kiss. We're both roasters or whatever you want to call it. And, Jeff he's not a team player. He never was. He used me when even when he came into Roast Battle, he didn't know what to do with the show. He just didn't get it. And well, it's easy for you and SC to say, oh, Jeff should be forgiven. He fucked me over on 3 different occasions. I guarantee you, Moses or SC, if I fucked you guys over on 3 different shows, let's say you guys are comics, and I fucked you on 3 different individual shows, you would not be saying, "Oh, let's just let bygones be bygones." It's like, um, now, Myers, let's not get into some Dabbleverse bullshit on here. Um, you guys are like, um, when I got cheated on many years ago, all my friends were like, "Oh, Earl, you're the fucking man, and she's a loser. There's more fish in the sea, and all that shit." And then they got cheated on, and I was like, you don't need her. You're the better man." And they're, "Fuck that cunt. I want revenge." That's not what you told me when I got cheated on. So it's the same thing like that. But SC, you guys bring him up. I don't talk about Jeff unless you guys bring him up. You know, I never bring him up just randomly out of the blue. And you know what? It goes back to saying, when once you've been, and it wasn't like fucked over on a local show. It was Roast Battle, the television show. I mean, the bottom line is I went 4-1 on TV. I beat Jimmy Carr, the biggest comic in the world. Jesse Joyce, their number one roast writer. K. Trevor Wilson, who's the current Canadian champion. I helped create the fucking show. And I know for a fact that my battle with Joe Dosh was the reason Comedy Central bought the show. So I should have gotten all 3 seasons just on my Jimmy Carr one alone. So, I think, you guys have to look at it from my perspective. I don't think you guys ever look at it from my perspective. Well, of course I would. I mean, Kill Tony. Like, Kill Tony is a show based around bullying. That's what Roast Battle was. So Jeff can do all these fucking jokes about Weinstein, Diddy, D'Elia, Cosby, but when the jokes are about him, oh well, we can't have Earl on. He's a loose cannon. Um, the last roast battle I ever did, uh, Ashley, was at Clusterfest in San Francisco. I took on a transgendered comic, Robin Tran, in front of 3,000 people at the Bill Graham Theater, and the judges were Jeff Lifshitz, Whitney Cummings, Neil Brennan, and Chris Reed. So what's going on, Jay Krebs, is live. Well, I mean, I'm like the Mossad. I don't forgive, I don't forget, and I'll always get my revenge. It may take me 25 fucking years, but I'll get my revenge. No, but because Moses, you see, that's the problem with someone like you, is that you don't know the Jeff I know. So you're speaking of the Jeff you see on TV, the big fat, goofy guy smiling, making fun of everyone. I guarantee you, if you were in business with him, you would not be saying, "Oh, just let it go, bro." So if you're going to tell me how to act around Jeff Ross, you got to know all the facts first. You know, I love you, Moses, but you guys. And you haven't been fucked over by Jeff once, let alone 3 times. And the last time, which is probably the most trivial of the 3 times is when he had me taken off the roast of Adam Egget at the Comedy Store. He told Adam, "Hey," I was supposed to host it, and the day before, I was like, "Hey, just afraid you're gonna come in hot on the allegations," which I absolutely would. It's a fucking roast. And, that was something that would have meant so much to me because at the time, me and Adam were best friends. That roast was not on TV, no one recording it. It was literally in front of 50 fucking people at the Comedy Store. So instead of me being on it, Mike Binder gets up there and walks the fucking room. So, you know, yeah, he's a backstabber. Yeah, but Tom, that didn't get you out of 2 TV shows, you know. Um, it's not like I'm talking about, hey, he bumped me at the Comedy Store one night, and then I was for 10 years talking about it. And the second show was historical roast. I was that show took 10 years to develop. I was probably on 6 or 7 episodes, and those guys promised me from day one, hey, if this ever gets we ever sign it, you're gonna be on it. And then all of a sudden, Jeff and his manager are on board, and those guys literally never talked to me again. Gee, I wonder why. Oh, but like if you guys think he's funny or whatever, I'm not telling you Moses or SC to not like him, to not support him. I just don't like phony people, and you can't get any phonier than him. So, it's all good. And listen, if Joe Rogan wants to have fucking Brian Callen on again, talk about the same shit, then have him on again. I guarantee you the next day people would be talking about my appearance on Joe Rogan. And how often does that happen anymore? Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's about Alex Duong. It's not about, you know, my blood feud with Jeff. Well, I'm not sick of Joe Rogan yet. So, but see, I let you guys, Callan should retire. He's really not funny. He'll never retire. I'm sick of Theo Vaughn. No, I don't watch Rogan. I'm not going to watch something that I want to be on. I know Theo. So, um, yes, Benchwarmers. I was in Benchwarmers. Fuck everyone. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a big hit. I mean, Bert's movie was a pretty big bomb, but, I'm sure it'll be popular in the streaming world. I mean, bomb when I say bomb, I mean in theaters. I mean, who the fuck goes to movies anymore? So, yeah, I don't know what Theo's deal is. Well, Theo in a sense is a lot like Joe. They just have a bunch of phony, fake fucking people around them, so they've lost, reality. You just have a bunch of people. Oh, that's so funny, Joe. Oh, Theo, that's amazing. Theo, your hair looks great. Um, you know, so probably Jeff will probably put a take a banana or whatever his Broadway sticker on Alex's casket. So, you know, I mean, the last um, movie I saw in a theater, well, I did see Scream 7. Um, I mean, Theo's a character. He's like turned into the new Larry the Cable Guy, playing that dumb Southerner. So I don't know if he's playing, but but he does get great guests. I mean, Ric Flair and whatnot. I mean, I can't hate on that. I'm special needs. Hello. Do you think Alex Jones is Bill Hicks? That's impossible. I would say. I would say that's pretty impossible. We'll go in a few more minutes, guys. A few more minutes. Yes, 100% Tom. Tom Myers, you are a rogue comedian. Are you going to be May 2nd at Rodney's? I was thinking of going to that, but like I'm not going to waste the money. Not gonna fly to New York to watch those 3 guys. And especially that's a Saturday night gig. I'm not missing a Comedy Store spot for that. Uh, well, we'll see. I mean, I got nothing against Joe. I mean, he's always nice to me and cordial, but I'm a little surprised I haven't been on the podcast just because I don't know, it's like he's had everyone on 2 to 3 times that he's wanted on. Um, so well, Tom Myers, you're a good dude. Whenever I say Tom Myers is unhinged, I'm just fucking around. Yeah, and likewise, Krebs. Kebs, I'm sorry, Kebs. I'm a big goofball. Yeah, I mean, Theo actually kind of is turning into Ric Flair, you know. Um, so I mean, I don't know. Theo's a good story. He draws you in, like he's a character. He's. I'll give him that. Like you just there's something about him that's watchable. Like you want to watch him. You want to hear him talk. Um, you know, and he's funny. Like we've had a lot of laughs together. I mean, when Adam's dad died, me and Theo were the only 2 comics who went to the funeral. That shows you how fake LA comics are. So, um, you know, I did say hi to him. I said hello to Jerkums. Um, you know, well, yeah, I mean, oh, thank you, Jr. Kebs, Jerkums or Jr. Kebs. I'm just gonna call you Jr. Um, so, oh, why was Jr. Kebs? I thought you just told me to say hello to him. Well, I don't think Rogan sucks. I mean, I do think, I wish sometimes the podcast would go back to its roots of having people like me on where we just talk. But I don't know, God's Marine. I don't know. I'm not really the world's biggest Leo DiCaprio fan. So, you guys sick of looking at the homeless? Hey, look at my face for a few minutes. Yeah. So Earl Skakel live in the house, Thursday Night Live. We're just chilling right now. We're chilling. Um, When you do it every time after being asked, come on, you think Kumia has issues? I mean, I don't know Kumia, so I can't say he does or doesn't. I mean, I was never a big O&A fan, to be frank. Um, so um, I was a Stern guy, and really, I stopped listening to Stern after Jackie left. So I didn't really. What up, DJ Puckett? Um, you know, uh, I really fell off the shock jock. One man count. I never went to the Friars Club for a roast, but they had maybe in the mid 2000s Thursday night. Actually, funny enough, they had the Friars Club in Beverly Hills was probably the hottest comedy club in the country for about a year. A guy by the name of Ari David. No, I don't want to give him an all caps pass. No, 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 no. What up, Sasha? Yo, 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 yo. And I used to perform there a lot. And it was cool for me because a lot of the Kings and Ducks would come after games, or if they didn't have a game. So I got to meet a lot of my favorite hockey players there. It's also where the Ian Bagg show was taped on Tuesday nights. So the women at the Friars Club were spectacular. I think the guy, there's a new owner, some guy named Darren, and the Friars Club in New York had disassociated itself from the Beverly Hills Friars Club because of Darren. Because you walked in there, it was almost like walking on Epstein's Island. Not that I would know what that looks like, but Like the hostess was the beautiful girl, maybe 20. All the waitresses were like super hot models. I'm based in Los Angeles. I've done Comedy Works, the landmark location. Um, I mean, tough for Jews. I mean, yeah, Josh Blue, I'm not a big fan of, but I get it. It's a little one dimensional. Okay, he has MS. Like I feel bad for him, but like I don't find him funny. Um, but he's carved a nice career out of not being funny. I love Rich Voss. I really love his wife Bonnie. Bonnie is the one who was the producer on the Shane Doan roast that I was on. So this is Los Angeles, California. There goes the cops right by this shit. Right by the box. Oh, there goes some more cops. So what we are looking at is reality, baby. We are looking at reality. No, and I'm not like, hey, obviously I feel bad for his illness, but like if you take away the illness and just judge his comedy, it's weak, in my opinion. But he's a nice guy. I mean, you know, I just don't. I'm not a fan, but you can't be a fan of everyone. How many people probably think I suck as a comic. So you move on. Yeah, I mean, this is the real deal. This is not Baywatch. This is not Lorenzo Lamas riding around on a motorcycle with Branscombe Richmond. It's a very obscure deep cut reference. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I never have listened to one episode of O&A, and that's not me hating on Kumia. I mean, I almost was on his compound show. One of his producers reached out to me, but that was right around when the network blew up. So I uh, really, yeah, I don't know what to say on that one. Yeah, I mean, this is a crisis, It's a real fucking deal. I mean, look at this guy just walking in the fucking street. People sleeping on the sidewalk. These people don't even have tents. I mean, shit, this is like living in Beverly Hills, the left side of the street. Um, yeah, William Zoom, my internet consultant. We got, a special shout out to William Zoom, Kip Smith, Hi-Fi Protege, Buddhist Priest, who's nowhere to be found. They are my creative team. Let's just say that. Join the Discord. It's unlike most discords. There's no racism. It's not really a secondary. I mean, there is a chat room, but we keep it. Basically, the theme of my Discord is how do we help Earl? Well, I see you're not in the Discord, baby. You got to get in the Discord. You and Sasha and a few others are like, um, you guys are like your second battalion. But SC from the Montreal, he does give me some great thumbnails. Thank you very much. And well, SC, I've offered to make you a mod. Yes, that's thank you, Kipcast. The Discord link is the bot. SC, get in that Discord, baby. We need you in there. We need everyone in there, but it's really more for the creative side. All right, I won't make you a mod. Some people don't want to be a mod. My stream's pretty cool. Oh yeah, but SC, this is unlike most Discords. This is not like the Nobody Likes Onions Discord where it gets a little wonky, and you never use the all caps. Um, Thoughts on the cringe? Oh, I haven't seen them. Um, we're watching Life. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have the juice in the business to start a comic relief. Um, well, there's not too many problems in my stream. I mean, yeah, I get some trolls from time to time. And I realize with this new focus of the stream, what up, Jane, that some people aren't going to like the content, but you know what? Don't watch. And I don't mean that in like an aggressive way. I just mean don't watch. Well, thank you, thank you. I do my best. I do my best. Um, we are in Los Angeles, California, baby. I love Chris Porter. I was on the Comedy Store softball team with Chris Porter. I'm not really familiar with Mitch Fattel. Um, what am I? One of my favorite comics. I like Jeselnik. Thank you, thank you. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is like a late night show of sorts. Yeah, you're second battalion, baby. I'm attracted to Steph Tolov. Well, I think she's a taken woman from the last thing I've understood. Um, but don't SC, don't feel, don't browse around. Steph is the best. She's done my podcast before. We've done many shows in the main room before, and a couple other shows. Pew! Uh, well, I don't know what he means by calculated funny. I mean, and I don't know if Teamster Tim is really the one to be judging anyone's stand up. I mean, I met him at the first Hackamania. He's a nice guy, but he's a fan. I guess he's entitled to his comedy opinion. Rudest, Leslie Jones by far. Just runs the light, doesn't give a shit, throws a temper tantrum if she doesn't get her way. But she also does tip the valet at the comedy store $100. So, she has a good side, she has a bad side. So he's a simpleton. Who is a simpleton, Kim? Oh, Teamster Tim. No, I mean, it's fine. I don't know Teamster Tim, so I don't like him. I don't dislike him. Oh, she absolutely could beat me in arm wrestling. I like Stephen Wright. I'm not really. I like Jackie as a writer. I don't like him as a comic, if that makes sense. Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. I think Ray. I met him at Hackamania. He's a nice enough guy. I mean, he was pretty drunk when we interacted the most. Uh, what up, Linda? I mean, I can't hook you up with Steph Tolov. What am I, her pimp? Um, Well, I'll say this, Dr. Nova. Like I said, she does have a good side where she pays the valet $100, but she totally disrupts the flow of the show. And when Emily was the booker, she'd bully Emily into putting her up in the OR. She'd do 30 minutes. She'd then run into the main room, do 30 minutes. And for someone like me, that really sucked because my 12 o'clock spot then became a 1 o'clock spot. Now, Leslie, I guess you could say, why should she care? But it's bad karma, man. The last comic that bumped me, that's a great question. Let me see. The last comic that bumped me, probably Dave Chappelle. I mean, I don't really get bumped because I go on so late. And the Dave Chappelle was the last comic that bumped me, and then I had to go on after him. So yeah, DJ, I don't really check out comics because I do comedy. I don't want I don't want to watch it, if that makes any sense. See, Frankfurt, I disagree completely. But comedy and roast are subjective. You know how many people don't think I beat Jimmy Carr? To me, I beat him. But a lot of people are like, bro, you didn't beat him. Um, so have you met Tony Hinchcliffe before? Yes, I've known Tony a very long time. Um, so I mean, I stand by my judging of the Ray Chad roast, and my judging was now you got to understand. I've done 13 roast battles. I've done 5 on TV. You know, when I was the heckler, I've seen literally hundreds of roast battles. And you know, I said Ray killed him in the first round because Chad came in hot. He wanted the battle, and usually when someone comes in super hot, they don't do well. And Ray killed him in the first round. Absolutely, no doubt. I've been on Kill Tony 6 times. Krebs, we don't do all caps in here, baby. Um, and then you know what happened in the second round was very typical of someone who kills in the first round. They emptied the chamber in the first round, and Ray did not have a good second round. And I thought Chad did enough. He didn't have a great second round, but I think he did enough to get the edge. And then the third round, they both sucked. So, and I was the only one that you can, no one's going to roll back the tape. But if you remember, I said, I'm going to need overtime. So, I, yeah, no more all caps, Mr. Kebs, or we're going to have to put you on a vacation. Um, so that's my honest opinion about that roast. You know, everyone thinks that me and Chad are like best friends, like we're fucking Thelma and Louise. I literally haven't seen Chad in person in like 8 years. So, um, you know, yeah, we don't do all caps in here. We just don't. So, Kip Cass, you're the man. Thank you very much. Everyone, follow Kip Cass. Give him a shout out or whatever. Kip's one of the first moderator in here and one of the leaders of the Discord, which I very much appreciate. And you know, just you know, if he asks you to do something in here, do it. You know, no one's getting paid in here. So Planet Ross, I don't know if Steph's all of us single. Um Together, you can say whatever you want in here, but first of all, I'm not spying. This is a public stream. This is a CCTV. It's a public street. There's a camera right there. Hardly spying, but you keep that narrative, baby. See, I talked to the trolls. I mean, he couldn't do a worse job than Karen Bass. I'll tell you that much. Shit. Call it an airstrike of water and soap. I like that. Well, if someone only knows how to spell in all caps, they're not going to be a member of my stream, baby. Guys, we'll go another 12 minutes. Go another 12 minutes. Earl Skakel in the house. I have to type something real fast. So you guys are just going to have to look at my face for a minute. I apologize for that. But I appreciate you guys. Okay, do you have, we don't do all caps in here together. I don't care what you type, but please no all caps. It's not that hard to understand. I don't know why you guys can't understand that, but you know, I do my best. Because in the internet speak, all caps is like yelling. Uh, you know, and it's just, you know, I don't know. It's not that, you know, it's my stream. I just ask one simple thing. Don't, um, it's not that hard, you know, to be honest with you. I understand if you guys don't want to do it, but, you know, do it in someone else's stream. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm not going to go up to him. You know, it's not on me to make it right with him. You know, so yeah, I mean, it does kind of take away from the other everyone else who's typing in lowercase. Um, no, we're watching the Kill Tony lineup. Yeah, hit the like button before leaving. Hit the subscription button before leaving. We'll go another 10 minutes. We'll go to 90 minutes, the 90-minute mark, babies. And you know, we'll probably stream tomorrow at some point. Maybe I'll live stream from the funeral. I'll just get it going. Um, so thank you very much for the sub. Subs make the channels grow, babies. So you got to give to live. What the fuck? Ace, you're out of control. Oh, Moses, did you say something? I didn't see it. Moses is my homie from another. I'm looking at Moses. Does anyone here think Earl will ever take criticism constructive one day? This is for the stream, Earl, not you. I mean, I take criticism. I don't mute anyone. You know how many streams someone comes in and goes, "Hey, do this that way," and they're just blocked. I don't block anyone unless you do the racist stuff. Um, I don't know who Connie from Arkansas is, baby. I've never met anyone from Arkansas. Oh, we got a gifted membership, I believe. Fuck yeah. You take the midnight subway train. No, we are still having a sound issue, so I can't play music for whatever reason. The settings on my iPhone were updated, and now it's fucked up the sound. So I don't know what to do about that. I've tried to fix the sound, but um, it's not. I can't play music. Um, but you guys, let's see if you guys can hear this. Let's see if you guys can hear. Can you guys hear Earl Skakel in the house? Can you hear that? Because I'm the nature boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, you do hear it. Do you hear it good? Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. How do some people hear it and others don't? I'm gonna get some pussy in this parking lot. Music. Oh, isn't that interesting? Some people hear it and some people don't. Why you all come down on me trying to tell me how my life is supposed to be? I know you're only trying to help me out, trying to show me what life is really about. This time I want to make it on my own. All right, let's see. Let's check in with our East Coast brothers. Billy Idol fans, baby. Oh. All right, let's check this out here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is my favorite one. See, this is basically the Philly version of um, Skid Row, and I don't know. I don't really see much action here. Oh, there's like 8 different cameras on Kensington. So Philly in the house. I used to date a girl from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. We'll go another 5 minutes, guys. Nice hour and a half stream tonight. We don't grift in here. No grifting allowed. Come to the Comedy Store anytime you want, Moses. Anytime you want. On me, of course. Earl Skakel live in the house. Looks like it's snowing maybe a little bit. Or is that just trash? What the fuck? I mean, Kensington, don't get me wrong, it don't look like Beverly Hills, but like, and I don't mean the Weezer song. These people are probably buying narcotics. What up, Manny? Thanks for the high five. I don't know what the hell that does, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. Earl Skakel live in the house. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday night with me. We're live in the stream. Just see what's going on in Kensington, Philadelphia. I'm looking into buying one of these properties. Make some money, honey. Maybe I'll just start a streaming uh, internet cafe. I'm sure that would go over well. Yeah, this is the American dream, and I don't mean dusty roads. And here we go. Really, no one out. Now, of course, it's 1 a.m. in Philly, so well, here we go. We got a few freaks in the house tonight. The fentanyl is in full effect there. Oh, really? I didn't know that. iPhone 17 extra large. I tried oh maybe hold on here. I tried what it said. I couldn't figure it out. This is Kensington, Philadelphia. Not much happening. Sorry to hear that, Animal Chan. Gee, I wonder why these businesses aren't open. Yeah, definitely a different vibe. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna assuming your bridge stays in, but I'm also assuming you don't inhale speed. One more minute, guys. One more. This is like bonus footage, baby. Dr. Nova, you're out of control, baby doll. I think I'm going to buy this convenience store, open up a roast battle center. All the wayward souls who thought that show was going to be their path to fame and success. Oops. Yeah, the Kerrigans in the house. All right. I'm going to watch MJF Darby right now, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much. We are in Los Angeles, California, baby. Oh, wait. We got a police chase. Oh, police chase chasing him.
Susie, we just made it to the westbound 91 away from the 5 freeway here, leaving Orange County. We're in the Buena Park area right now. This came out of South Orange County, this yellow Corvette. It's a Stingray. It is definitely a very capable vehicle here, although ironically, they're kind of going below the speed limit right now. But this was wanted for speed. That was the initial reason why CHP lifted the vehicle up. As I double in, you can see they've got the top down. It's a nice night in Southern California. There's just one
That Hinchcliffe?
that's vehicle right now, and they're even signaling, which is kind of strange. They made a signal when they
Whoa, whoa.
park area. Juan, Mike, and Susie.
It's not often we see a top down during a pursuit. It's usually tinted windows. You can't see in the car.
Yeah, change the title real fast. I know which way the wind blows. I know what's going on here. Earl Skakel live in the house. I'm sorry.
Keeps on driving, as Des was saying, Susan, 61 miles an hour.
And Desmond looks like he is the only person inside the car, right?
Yep, only person, obviously only a two-seater, but I'm not sure if this is the performance model of the Corvette. I mean, even a base model Corvette is a pretty powerful vehicle in its own right. So regardless, we're talking horsepower, big V8 engine, a lot of straight line speed. Not necessarily known for their handling as much as their speed, but definitely capable. And that's what's kind of interesting on this one because a lot of times
Oh.
we've seen other performance vehicles before involved in a pursuit. They tend to use all of that horsepower, and it sounds like maybe the suspect was earlier, but we haven't seen the speeds get really very much above the speed limit. I mean, six much as their speed, but definitely capable. And that's what's kind of interesting on this one because a lot of times when we've seen other performance vehicles before involved in a pursuit, they tend to use all of that horsepower. And it sounds like maybe the suspect was earlier, but we haven't seen the speeds get really very much above the speed limit. I mean, 67 miles an hour, basically at the speed limit right now, give or take a little bit. But CHP, regardless, even though he's slowed down, and they want to pull this person over, and so far they're not obliging.
Mike, something I noticed when Desmond pulled in a little closer, it either looks like there are paper plates or no plates at all on the back of this car.
Yeah, that looks like paper plates to me, dealer plates. You can see them kind of flapping in the wind there. It depends on how close CHP was able to get to the car, if they were able to read them or not. Paper plates in California are not like they used to be. They now will give you the full details of the registered owner. If you remember, it used to be you would get kind of one that the dealer would just write. They'd write the date on it of when it expired. It's no longer the case. Paper plates in California.
Right now he's going 70 miles an hour.
The true registered owner of the car. So as long as they were able to read it, but you see right now as Desmond's looking at it, it's kind of flapping up and down there in the wind. But if they were ever able to get a good read on it, they can figure out who the registered owner is and then go backwards from there and figure out what this person's deal may be, if they've got warrants or what their situation is here.
Makes you wonder, Mike, as you were saying, what else are they running from? If this is just a want for speed, then pull over and call it a speeding ticket and call it a night.
Yeah, and it's a new car. Maybe they got a little overzealous and wanted to take it out for a spin and see what they can get out of it. But that certainly is not going to end well for them. Eventually, they'll be caught and it'll be felony evading. And if CHP has to use some tactics like a pit maneuver or some spike strip on a brand new car like that, that's not going to bode well for that car, unfortunately, if that's what the case may be. And I want to point out, while we do have the LA County Sheriff's helicopter overhead, there's also a CHP fixed wing overhead that has been tracking this from the air as well, helping out those units as we're westbound on the 91 now into the LA County area in the Cerritos, city of Cerritos.
And Mike, it's a new car. It's a flashy car, not one that you could easily just get away and blend into traffic.
Right.
And you're a bright yellow Stingray Corvette.
Even in the dark,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, even in the dark. I mean, and to your point, it's a very noticeable car. This isn't a white Honda. This is a car that's definitely going to be recognized by law enforcement. And depending on where they're from or where the CHP picked it up at, even if they choose to let it go, this may be something that they'll come back for later. Because again, the evading law enforcement here is a felony. And so whatever the speed was before, even if it was a felony speed, now you're adding a second felony.
Yeah, let's go back upstairs now to Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal. Desmond, we're now in the Norwalk area.
Yep, we are officially out of Orange County and into LA County, so probably going to see a different CHP office come and take this one over. There was two different Orange County offices that have been pursuing in this one. Just kind of been listening to some of the coordinators.
Oh, they're coming a little faster now.
We'll see an LA County Sheriff's helicopter come in on this one. Kind of probably just depends on the fuel situation of that other helicopter up there, or if they have something else that they need to respond to. Back in OC,
That is a fucking fast car.
This is certainly people of a certain age's dream car. Definitely an enthusiast spec vehicle here that is involved in this pursuit, but we're just kind of cruising along.
Right now, they're going 61 miles an hour.
down. You know, maybe they've got the music going, a pretty nice evening out here. And I mean, we're actually in the fast lane, and very ironic in a car that not only can go fast but looks fast with its color being yellow. You know, look, we're only going between 55 and 65 miles an hour, so it's just very strange all the way around. And
Yeah, I don't think people realize
what are you risking?
those cop cars are custom engines, so they can hang.
What's going on with the driver? If it could be any number of things, if they have a rap sheet or under the influence or what, it's certainly not clear at this point as we see the spotlight coming up overhead and
What's he doing?
the suspect waving. He's waving at the spotlight. Yeah, this is actually I think the first time that we've seen the spotlight overhead, and it just almost kind of seems like he's taunting the authorities on this, and sometimes
What up, Tara?
kind of want to drag this out. Well, now, right after I said that, he sped up to about 100 and then right back down. So it just kind of seems like the taunting game here that the suspect is playing with law enforcement at the moment.
Yeah, it makes you wonder where this person is going to end up, right? This started down in Oregon.
Probably West Hollywood. He's probably a Piazza.
Not sure yet. We believe that the CHP.
I think it's live. Looks live to me.
If it's not this person, we don't know if that's clear or not. But at this point, we're not sure if this is. We don't have it as a stolen vehicle,
right?
But we don't know at this point.
They're not going to pit anyone going 100 miles an hour. It's too dangerous. I don't know what police force you're in part of.
This part has been staying under the speed limit. I mean, as freeway speeds, as you call it in Southern California, right?
Maybe it's Hinchcliffe. Maybe he's coming back.
Speeding as you want.
Did use Mike the left turn signal to get into the car lane for a second to get around a slower moving car.
He did. He is starting to get kind of that agitated feel.
Hey, baby, we don't do. Now they're at 120 miles an hour.
And drop it back down to like 60 or 70, but
back down to 70.
Stopping. His hands are all over the place.
Thank you, Marine Vet. Well, it's new to me.
Finger at them at one point. So you were starting to see, and there he's doing it again. We're starting to see this kind of agitated behavior from this guy, which always makes you concerned because anytime you have a person that is in such a capable car that can go so fast, and when they begin to start acting erratic, that is, of course, when things can go terribly wrong and gets people concerned. So we'll see. I mean, they're making some progress here, especially as we.
I want to do a documentary interviewing people who did car chases. Like, what were you thinking?
Long Beach and Paramount. So they're chasing him. He's gonna have to make a decision. The 91 will end. I mean, in Gardena.
That's right.
So to make a decision at some point. But CHP keeping up right behind him. That light from the LA County Sheriff's helicopter, and then there's still a CHP fixed wing that is overhead as well.
And the LA County Sheriff's helicopter, how did they get involved, Mike? This is
well, that's interesting to us.
A fat toast. Can I cut the line? You got it, baby doll.
So I think what happened was the CHP was notifying the LA CHP office. Orange County CHP was notifying LA CHP.
Thank you, baby doll.
That are available, and so then LA Sheriff, came down and got involved. But they got involved prior to it being even in LA County, so they were there to lend that hand. And then, like I said, the CHP fixed wing got overhead. CHP fixed wing is great; they can keep a good eye. They don't have to worry about some of the flight restrictions because they're so high up. I think right now they're up at like 5,300 feet, so they're pretty high up. But you don't get that light from them. That's what we're getting from the sheriff's helicopter.
All right. Well, we're just following this as they go fast and slow, now down to 47 miles per hour about on the freeway, when we've seen them really pick it up, go over 100 miles per hour on the freeway.
Right at 100.
Has been speeding up on the freeway, and now we're in the North Long Beach area. Mike's saying that the 91.
Yeah, that might be Swalwell. What a fucking scumbag that guy is.
Freeway, this could end up on surface streets again.
Yeah, and taking so much risk too, right? A nice car like this, high performance vehicle.
I think it's
get hit with spikes.
Ashley Hamilton.
And who knows what. So again, as you were mentioning earlier, Susie, what is this person running?
Well, yeah, we don't do all caps in here.
Let's go back upstairs and I guess Shaw live in SkyCal.
Oh, is he gonna do Steve Kimbrough's comedy show? Or the gay bar on Ventura? That's old school Queen Mary. I think Tony Falcone used to do a drag show there with Gypsy.
Kind of making some, quick lane changes here, and this vehicle obviously.
I guess it's not, but it had to happen within the last hour.
see just how quickly this vehicle can accelerate. I mean, if he really wants to, the truth is that at least from a raw power perspective, this vehicle is going to have an advantage over whatever CHP has. But CHP's vehicles are no slouches either. Those Dodge Chargers, I am. We've go up to a
Fat toast. You got that right.
or so. They are definitely
What up, Jennifer?
to pursue this person. It is definitely within their capability to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be highly trained. We have no idea of the capabilities of this suspect. If this is their first sports car or their fifth or what the deal is, but yeah, it's like I said, just kind of joyriding and frankly, just kind of taunting law enforcement, trying to kind of annoy them. And we are in. I mean, high horsepower vehicles also burn through that premium gasoline pretty quickly as well. Of course, we have no way of knowing how much gas in the tank, but we have covered some substantial miles now at this point from southern Orange County, or at least from we think the Santa Ana area. We know that they were south of Disneyland.
Right now they're in Compton. Yeeks! I'd keep driving.
Some ground, and when you're slamming on the gas pedal like that, open up the throttle. You are definitely guzzling more and more gasoline that way as well. So another thing that could factor in with this suspect if it continues on is westbound 91, and we will be running out of freeway here pretty soon. You're just gonna have to transition to either go to the
Hold on, I gotta put something in the microwave.
Boulevard, and then that will, if that happens, will be the first time that we see the suspect on surface streets so far.
And what an unpredictable driver. We haven't seen any real patterns here other than slowing down and then speeding up, changing lanes here and there. Nothing too out of the ordinary. So I'm guessing it's maybe even harder for police to plan when there is no sort of routine. Mike, what do you think about that?
Yeah, and it's also just difficult with the freeway speeds that they're dealing with, and being able to conduct a spike strip. I mean, Des and I have talked about this before. It gets tough. I mean, we're not that late at night yet where the freeways are empty enough for them to really kind of be able to get that done. I also know that we kind of are in this area. We're getting kind of close to staying in the same spot, but we run through these problems with these. CHP is great because they can chase them forever, but we're rotating through offices so quickly that you have this constant swap out of these CHP officers that maybe are not able to kind of get into a position to do, kind of stop it. You're just swapping through offices. I mean, we've gone through, Buena Park, we've gone through Santa Fe Springs, we've gone through South LA. The further west, we're going to be into West LA. So they're doing this constant swapping of officers, which is needed and is the right thing to do. But it just kind of sometimes makes it a little bit more difficult for them to plan ahead and get those things done. It was interesting, though. I mean, and Des, I actually wanted to ask you a question too. Do you know how low to the ground these sit? Because we've dealt with pursuits before where we'll throw a spike, but the car actually sits so low to the ground it gets caught in the bumper instead of rolling up under the tires. Do you know how low this car sits?
I don't know exactly how low, and it would also depend on if it looks like it's stock suspension, so I don't think that it's been lowered, but even its stock suspension is awfully low. I mean, just going to be a couple of inches of ground clearance on that. So that is kind of an interesting wrinkle, wondering if, the bumper could end up kind of knocking the spike strip out of place. And maybe that would be a difficult thing for CHP to try to employ. It would be really fascinating to see if this vehicle, got pitted as well. But I mean, I have a feeling that we're not going to see that just because this vehicle is so capable of accelerating away from CHP. If this person has any inkling that they might be coming in to do something like that, he barely even has to tap on the gas pedal, and you see how quickly these things can accelerate away. What I can tell you here, and one of my enthusiast friends reminded me that this has at least 500 horsepower, 6.2 liter V8 engine. That is really high displacement, which kind of comes back to what I was talking about the fuel economy. And so, if this does continue on and the suspect, didn't have more than maybe a half tank of gas, they could definitely run out of fuel because you are definitely going through quite a bit of it the faster as we go. And actually, my pilot Dylan saying we've already probably traversed about 70 miles from where we believe this may have begun. So westbound 91 here, we are going to be coming off of the end here.
I bet we are. I mean, look at this.
Let's see. Yeah, might be making that transition to the 110 freeway, possibly.
So really quickly too, because I want to bring this up. Charles texted the desk about this and had a question for us, and it's an interesting point I want to bring up to Des too. This is I don't know that I haven't seen us chase a convertible in a long time.
Yep.
With the top down, we are wondering if they will be less likely to try a pit maneuver if that top is down. If, for God forbid, the car were to flip, there may not be as much, safety for that driver that a typical car would provide.
Even if he's wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah. Or
we don't use that kind of language in here.
There's no top on the car. What do you think, Des?
Well, a lot of usually these convertibles they'll have kind of this system where they can detect if the vehicle is flipping over, and it kind of has these supports that will shoot out of the top to provide that driver that protection, so that their head doesn't make contact with the ground as they're flipping out of control or something like that. A pretty sophisticated system on a lot of these convertible vehicles, but considering this might, actually is kind of more, it looks like a convertible hardtop. I think I'm not a Corvette expert per se, but I'm not positive that this vehicle is equipped with that. Vehicles that are like soft top convertibles, I'm pretty sure is considered like a modern, safety feature that may even be mandatory. I'm not positive that it's mandatory on this vehicle, but yeah, it definitely crossed my mind as well. And CHP, doesn't know that for sure, so that's another calculation. We could have trouble with the pit maneuver for multiple reasons, and we could also have issues with spike strips. So
Yeah.
we did make that transition to the 110, southbound 110, now making our way towards the South Bay, another freeway that is going to end here as we're coming down to Torrance Boulevard. So we're past the four.
Why aren't the freeways like this when I'm driving?
Thomas Bridge, if they stick with it all the way.
Whether they tried them or not, hit spike strips, being on surface streets will definitely give officers more options because of the lower speed than the freeways. That's for certain.
I'm not sure.
Cars around, other people around. They have other.
I guess it was an hour ago, but we'll still watch it.
So, will this person be stopped and then stay on surface streets, or will they get back on? When officers perhaps do try some of those stopping techniques, we don't know. But again, this pursuit coming from South Orange County, we do believe it somewhere in the Santa Ana area, and went on the 5 freeway and then hopped onto the 91. And here we are about to get off the 91. I'm sorry. And then we transitioned onto
No
the
problem, right.
91 freeway. But it looks like they got on the 110, and they will continue to go now into, of course, at this end. This is the 110 south.
Yep.
This end.
Looks like he's getting off here.
Yeah. And I was going to say, this ends, of course, in San Pedro. So this is the first time we're actually seeing them exit the freeway in this pursuit. This is the Carson Street exit in Compton, we do believe. Desmond, this is the first time we're seeing them on surface streets.
Oh.
This is not where I'd be getting off on.
What suspect is going? We have a lot more danger in general, as we've got red lights, we've got cross traffic, we've got traffic, and now I'm kind of wondering if this is where the suspect is going to decide to roll the dice to get away from the authorities here. So yeah, first time on surface streets. So far, yeah, we got up to about 50 miles an hour, but we'll see what the suspect decides to do here as they continue. But yeah, Carson Street, one of the busiest streets in the South Bay for sure. I mean, we're outside of rush hour now, so not we're seeing a lot less traffic than we would have just a couple of hours ago. But yeah, there's still quite a few people out here, and we'll see how CHP decides how this is all going to affect their
Whoa!
as well as it kind of that was close. Aggressive maneuver we've seen so far, and you can see just how nimble these vehicles are. But yeah, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, just kind of a cat and mouse game like we talk about, but maybe more like well, I was going to say maybe cheetah and mouse, but then that would have to have the CHP as a mouse. So I'll try to think of a more appropriate analogy here as we go westbound on Carson.
I use the turn signal once again to change lanes here, and is getting farther and farther away from the freeway. So I'm guessing he's going to be staying on surface streets for a while now.
Well, and that's just now problematic because CHP is backed off on the ground. So we're only from the air now because having the 1022 the ground units and having the air unit only follow. It was as soon as he started blowing through those red lights, that's when they were out of it. And I was wondering if that was going to happen. As soon as, CHP, it looks like it was on the phone there for a second. CHP, they'll do it on the freeway, but they don't love to do it like on surface streets. That makes them nervous, especially when this guy is going as fast as he is. The want, while he is certainly putting people's lives in danger, the want is speed, right?
Sure.
We don't know of any other type of felony want that this person may be involved in. We're getting a really good look at the car now, Des.
Really good.
Yeah, suspect's face, and he's got a beanie on and motioning to
What's
some-
his own line?
shoot
Sorry,
someone next door.
He's in the left
He
hand side.
does actually, but yeah, he's chatting with the person next door because they're probably wondering what's up with that spotlight that was on both of them, and taking off again. And I mean, you hate to see it, but I mean, the suspect just really seems to be driving with a lot of confidence, and he might even feel more emboldened.
Maybe it is Hinchcliffe. He's confident.
But I mean, is are any of the agencies here going to be interested in taking this over and heightening the danger over someone wanting?
Hey, hit the like and subscribe button, will you? Shit. Whoa.
Some of the stuff agencies can err on the more aggressive side, but yeah, we'll see. My pilot says that they may actually still be back there. They just don't have their lights and sirens on right now. So yeah, we'll see.
Whoa.
What's going on? But I mean, we're not going to be running into any other freeways for quite some time here. Pretty committed to surface streets. If anyone's going to re-engage, it's not likely to be CHP.
And Mike, would any of the South Bay police departments actually step in at this point, or would they hope that it just keeps blowing through their city?
They could. I mean, we're in Torrance right now. We're just coming into Torrance. So they could. Some of these South Bay agencies do get a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, Tony got lost.
Do CHP will back out altogether.
I mean, that is a nice car. I'm not going to lie.
He's down there. So we'll see if they're talking to them and seeing if they want to get involved. I do want to say we saw him make that really quick move around that car.
Mhm.
The airship thinks that he actually may have swapped paint with that driver. So they're asking some of the ground units to go back and see if they can locate that person that he may have hit him with. They have asked them to also to turn off the night sun. So now we're not seeing the night sun anymore either, and that's on purpose. Part of the whole tracking thing is them wanting to let the guy think, hey, he's not being followed. I gotta tell you though, he's in a convertible and the top's down, and there are.
Well, way to ruin the fucking ending, Juan. Shit. I mean, come on, man.
Though, Mike.
Yeah,
they don't like to do that.
They don't like to do that. I think the way this guy is driving on surface streets made them really nervous, and the want of, again, just being speed. Not that he hasn't put people's lives in danger, but the want just being speed. And you saw a CHP officer go past him on the other side there. Not enough for them to say, okay, we're going to keep with this on surface streets. So you've got the sheriff's helicopter that is left, but you still have the CHP helicopter. I'm sorry, CHP fixed wing that is overhead.
Juan, you want to tell me how the first Star Wars ends too? What the fuck?
The area. Whether or not South Bay agencies want to get involved in this, we're in the city of Torrance right now. We'll see, but I doubt it. Excuse me.
Yeah. And you wonder, why they let this person go per se, right? Why they might let the person. Looks like right there is a. Is that no? That's not. I was gonna say that looks like a different agency.
They must have heard me.
Torrance PD now behind this person. We talk about all the different reasons why the CHP might pull out of this, and they have to weigh all these different risks. They have so much to think about as they're chasing. And of course, the person making the decision is, talking to them at the same time. And so, whatever they're getting, the instructions they're getting, that's what they're getting. And, usually it is, if someone is driving a
I don't think that's Tony. He does have a nice watch on. It might be. I don't know.
Passenger, someone who's walking out there, at this time of night, who knows? And so they don't want to put that pressure behind this person by chasing them on the street as they pulled back. Now you see just a Torrance police officer, but they're not lighting this person up, Mike.
Yeah. No, they're not. And Torrance may be waiting. We don't deal with Torrance police. We don't deal with pursuits in the South Bay very frequently. So I don't know. This single unit may not want to get involved in this without some backup. Oh, look, and there's one in front of them. So now you've got two Torrance police officers, one behind, one in front. And that made the suspect like, I don't really. And then there's a third back there too. So we're starting to get a flood of Torrance units here that are going to be ready to maybe try and stop this guy. I don't know if he's trying to be on his best behavior to hopefully a new set of cops won't pull him over, or what the deal is. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's still that CHP airship overhead, the fixed wing that's dealing with this. So we'll see what Torrance's move is if they want to take it and pull him over.
Mike, going back to that fixed wing, the helicopter left. How much harder is it for a fixed wing to keep eyes on a car? They can't really hover. They got to keep moving. So how does that?
So they're much higher. They're at 5,600 feet right now. And it's actually easier because they have a really intense camera system on board. So they're okay. Torrance, let him up. So, yep, there he goes. He's taking off again. So now Torrance PD.
Whoa.
That almost looked like it could have been a pit maneuver, but it was more of a U-turn.
So we'll see how long Torrance wants to play this game. Go ahead, Des.
I was just gonna say, I mean, it could have almost been an opportunity, could have been a decent opportunity, but it just.
I'm a wanted man.
To go for right there, but we were just saying, some of these agencies, they definitely can be on the more aggressive side, and so we are potentially seeing that now. We'll see how much Torrance is going to stick with it. Now I'm looking right, and now as I widen out, they're not behind him anymore. So everyone's going to know that this person is in their jurisdiction, and it's a vehicle that's sticking out like a big yellow sore thumb. So pretty easy.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, and Dylan letting me know that they're the helicopter or the
Hey, let's get to 400 people in here. Come on, man. Let's get to 200. Whoa.
Or some snacks. Let's see here. Coming to a stop. We'll see if we can get to the other side. Actually, probably see it okay.
He's backing up. He's backing up.
And hey, maybe he realized that he needed some gas here. Let's see.
Unbelievable.
Really audacious maneuver now coming to.
Yeah, let's get 200 likes, man. Come on.
But not getting out of the vehicle yet. Some of these, we'll see if these other units are going to try to take this opportunity. Surround.
They're going to box.
Wow, look at this. He left himself open to getting surrounded, and I think he is boxed in now.
He just wanted
we'll see for other side here. Whoa. Oh, give me a break.
Top up too.
Look at this now. He was trying to put the top up. He was trying to put the top up, and he didn't complete the operation. And now that is stuck in the up mode, and that is really bad for that system. We thought that they had him boxed in there and got pretty smooth. Now he's at a stop. I think he really wants to get that top up if he's able to, or at least put that down.
Damn, this is a good one. Thanks, Juan. You really fucked it up. Never go to the movies with you.
It's getting wise.
Look at that, was extremely close. The suspect could have got T-boned right there, and that would have been game over for sure. So now the taunting continuing here. That was by far the biggest gamble that this is taken right here. And I mean, yeah, he stopped at this light now. Well, oh my God! I did this beautiful car. No, I can't believe this. To that. Yeah, and was
too late now, buddy.
I mean, it really makes you wonder if this was that suspect's car. I just can't imagine that anyone would do that to their vehicle over, a potential just to evade a speeding ticket. Be really curious what else is going on here. So sad for that car. And look at these people here that are scooped down to get out of harm's way. Yeah, we got here in an SUV that was unfortunately. They're in a really big.
I know. I love how his biggest concern was how beautiful the car is. What the fuck?
Yeah, the officer's trying to move behind him.
Yeah, to get out of the way. And that's the other thing. We have a lot of people now that are in harm's way. We don't know if this suspect is armed, dangerous, or what the deal is. But
Juan, I actually think you made this stream better.
Doing all this damage to this gorgeous Stingray. The suspect has decided that they had enough.
And between that light pole and the tree, there was nowhere else for him to go. So
we're just trying to go through that little space to get away.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the effort there. And you can only imagine how scared that family in that car must have been, just suddenly sideswiped and crashed into by this car out of nowhere. And then CHP units, I'm sure they're screaming at him right now to put his hand.
Right.
Can you imagine how
Juan
is watching this and reacting just like Desmond?
Very disappointed.
It's such an expensive car, beautiful car. Earlier,
they're really locked in on how nice this car was. I love you all. Hit the like and subscribe button. Well, let's see how this ends here. He's still. I mean, this guy is really black. I mean, can you imagine this guy's insurance is definitely going to go up. Oh, so there we go. We got picture in picture. We're not fucking around. Oh my god, that guy's gonna be so pissed. I think this guy's a shapeshifter. I mean, I think he's black, but I don't know. Yeah, he better call the general. I mean, maybe he knows Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to 200 likes before I end the stream. I don't ask you guys for much. No, if that was Paul Walker, he definitely would have hit more of the tree. Hey, yeah, no problem. You know, I like to, you know, I'm an advocate. I'm a free speech advocate, along with the homeless. And you know, we got picture in picture here. Here we go. Here's once again where he hits the tree. Uh, I think he got nervous. Whoa, whoa, there we go. What an idiot. So thank you very much. It was a fun stream tonight. Earl Skakel in the house. Thank you for everything, guys. Looks like we'll just see how this wraps up. Yeah, I think he's gonna. Well, they are kind of in the hood down there, so they better call the general. Yeah, so hit the like and subscribe button. Watch my stand-up comedy videos, and we'll see you guys later. Earl Skakel, over and out.